We are standing on a corner in Flagstaff, Arizona. And a girl goes by in a Hilux Toyota pickup and slows down and take a look at us. You're like, what? Hey, we're in Flagstaff. See? This is the old train station, and it is now the new train station. Except now it's Amtrak. Amtrak. The government is here to help. We're going to go inside because it's also the visitor center. But because it's an Amtrak station and therefore federal government property, you have to wear masks. Yeah. We're not doing that. So we're not going to do that. But you can see down here, this Route 66 is right over here. Train tracks are right here. No trains have gone by, unfortunately, because that would make awesome B-roll. Because look how close I am. See, you see, this is the train station. You used to get out here and you'd climb onto the train. I guess you still do if you take Amtrak. Does anyone actually ride on Amtrak? It's like Greyhound buses. There's some cool stuff over here. There's a really cool church. And you can see the hotel sign poking up above the trees. But lots of old Route 66 stuff and just old stuff. We're
actually going to take you and show you the cool stuff once we find some place to park.
Apparently there's some tree they planted with seeds that they found on the moon. And
they went to the moon. Oh. And then they planted.
And then we're going to go check. I thought I heard the crossing going ding, 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 but I don't think so. We're going to go check out an old Wiener Schnitzel. And we're going to go check out a Giant.
A Giant.
And maybe some other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
we're in Flagstaff. We made it.
We are, yeah. Look at that. See, someone's actually taking it. You see the bag right there? Someone's actually taking Amtrak somewhere. What is this, the 1950s?
Anyway. I think traveling on trains is really romantic and cool sounding. I've never done
Not
it,
Amtrak,
so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe back in the day, but I'm pretty sure Amtrak is like the Greyhound bus. It's like...
I still want to try one day.
Unattended children and heroin addicts. You know,
oh my
just like a Greyhound bus. We can't stay here. You can only park here for half an hour. Oh wait, we can park here on the other side. What does it say? Pay by plate. Oh, but you have to pay. I don't know. Maybe we won't be able to find some place we might have to pay. So we almost forgot. There's that. They drove right over. They drive right over it while I'm trying to vlog. This is the big Route 66 thing here. It's all over the internet. If you look for Flagstaff Route 66, there's invariably pictures of this. So we almost forgot. We drove over and I was like, oh shit. So we're gonna take some B-roll of this and then we're gonna move on. We have to go find some place to park. Shut up. It's not easy. They're all paid parking lots down here, partly because the university's right back here. So I'm sure you know how college kids are about parking. They'll park anywhere. So it's all controlled. So we're gonna go try to find a spot in the street where we can park for a couple hours and walk around this area before we move on. So we're moving on. Hola. We found a parking space on whatever the street. Aspen Street. See? Oh, wow. Look at that. Great. That's scary. Jen's down paying. All this stuff within like 3 or 4 blocks of the downtown area here is all pay to park. So we found one. It's in the shade. So that's nice. We're a little bit west of all that stuff, but we're only 1 block off the main highway, Route 66 there. So that's not bad. Whatever. Worst things could happen. And we found a decent spot. Sometimes you just gotta, do whatever. I hate these pay to park places, but you know, you gotta get their money.
It's $1 an hour.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't know how they, what happened. Nothing
That's it.
happened.
You did it.
I didn't give them my card. I didn't do anything.
Oh, okay. I don't know. We'll go back with it after we figure out the parking situation and do something more interesting. It's kind of loud. Not only are we on the main thoroughfare, Route 66, but there's a train. See? Train. It's very loud down here. Anyway, this is like original stuff, and there's all kinds of historical things. I don't know any of them.
Justin Scard, randomly, just did an amazing video.
He was just here literally like a month ago, and he talked about this whole block and its historical significance and what these places used to be. It's kind of cool that they're still here and they look totally different. What the heck, dude? They look totally different, but like this tile, that was on the original place. That I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. He looked at old postcards and was able to match up the buildings, and like I said, there's still some architectural features that are still present.
Every single building that we've walked by has a historical placard on it about when the building was built and what it was back in the day, which is kind of cool that they do that. I think it's cool.
This is interesting to us, and we'll probably take some B-roll, but I don't know how much talking we're gonna do down here. It is super loud. It is difficult to think. The sidewalks are narrow. I mean, narrow, considering. So we're probably just gonna shoot some B-roll, and we'll get back with you when we get to somewhere a little more open, a little more quiet, maybe. See the Grand Canyon Cafe, and see what it says at the bottom? Chop Suey. That's like totally vintage sign. You know, back in the 50s, you know, when Chinese food was exotic, but it was all Americanized, so they have chop suey. But that's the Grand Canyon Cafe.
And see, I don't know.
It may or may not be original.
No, this.
It is.
Well, it is, and you see the.
You see the architectural features?
Yeah, the architectural features.
I'll go closer. Well, Jen searches for words.
I don't know what that's.
It's not the Grand Canyon Cafe though. It's proper meat and provisions. But you can see the rounded windows, the tile, that stainless steel architectural feature up there. These vents, like I said, the sign. Where is it? There it is. So it's cool. Kind of like in Williams, where, you know, the wood-fired pizza place made a new neon sign, you know, to kind of pay homage. This place has, well, you can't see it anymore because of that tree, but this place has kept its original. It's no longer the Grand Canyon Cafe, but they've kept their original signage, you know, just to pay homage. So that's pretty cool.
A few moments later.
Hey, now that's B-roll gold. I got the Gandy dancer guy, you know, who builds train tracks, and the Flagstaff sign, and the train going by. That's B-roll heaven right there, man. That's dynamic. That's what everyone watching will go, I don't know if that's true or not. It's very loud here. Between the trains and the traffic and that squeaking dog and that creepy crow raven thing over there eating that bone. And that statue staring at me. Look at him. Look at him. All right, we're going to the block behind. There's that big hotel and some other cool stuff back there. So, it's a little loud. Woo. See the Babbitt Brothers hotel? The Babbitt Brothers trading, rancher, merchants thing? They were like big in Arizona. They like had stores all over, and that used to be one. And they still have the sign up. Isn't that cool?
Super cool.
If you're not into this stuff, it's not cool. There's an actual bookstore back there. Just for record, we are in hipster heaven. Oh my God. It's like Sedona light around here. There's crystal shops and vegan Thai restaurants and actual bookstores, coffee houses. Yes.
Epic old buildings.
Oh, look at that. And there's an old clock. See the old clock sitting on the side of that right there? Right there, there.
Oh my gosh, listen.
Why can't I do that?
Timing.
Oh, it's noon or something. I don't know what time it is. Is it noon? Is it noon?
Yes.
It's noon.
Hey,
I guess I could have just waited and listened. Oh, there's the Hotel Monte Vista sign right up above us.
Look at how cool.
Oh,
though.
that's really cool.
But just this
And
shot.
this, and then that little clock up there. I don't know if that's vintage, but it looks cool. There's some more old signage, marketing, whatever you want to call it, advertising. 2. W.H. Switzer Hardware and Drugs, because you sell in the same stores. And then something sporting goods behind it, like they painted over it. Very cool. Very cool. Can you even see me? It's very dark here. All right, we're gonna shoot B-roll of all this stuff right here. Then we're gonna move on. Yeah, it's a little quieter back here on, what are we on? I think, is this Aspen again? Well, it was. It was quieter until that. Anyway, yeah, I think this is Aspen again. I think we're parked down here, so it's a little quieter. Like I said, the Monte Vista, Babbitt, it's really cool back here. It's all, again, vintage stuff. I mean, this is not new construction. Another coffee shop. All the places in them are new.
Did you see the latte for the train? That's awesome.
It just says late.
Or late for the train, sorry.
Yeah. She's trying to make a pun out of it, but it's not. But it's not. It's not there. Candy shops, shoes, coffee, bookstores, bakeries, all kinds of stuff. But the architecture is really, really cool. See, like, look at the old building with that second story up there. You know, like maybe people used to live up there, like in the day, and their little store was downstairs. I don't know how that worked. I don't know. I'm not that old. But in any case, there's a little square back here. We're gonna go wander through here, see what's over here. I think we're gonna head back to the Jeep pretty soon. I mean, it's afternoon, because you just heard that, right? And maybe get something to eat and drink. It's still like 86 degrees here today, so it's not.
Just so you know.
The disembodied voice told me for the 3rd time today that we have water in the Jeep. I didn't say we're gonna buy stuff to drink. I said we're gonna get stuff to drink.
I just wanted to say on camera because it always seems like I don't bring drinks. I brought water.
Ooh, that's a cool building too. Oh wow. I'll have to go B-roll of that hotel. That's really cool. Anyway, we're gonna wander through this little thing, square, and we'll get back with you later. We are standing on the corner in Flagstaff, Arizona. And a girl goes by in a Hilux Toyota pickup and slows down and take a look at us. You're like, what? See, that's an old Wiener Schnitzel. And back in the day when they were writing that song, you know, Taking It Easy, standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, when Jackson Browne was writing that, he both got stuck, stranded in Winslow, Arizona when his car broke down, but he was also here. I don't know if he was right in the spot, but at this intersection. And a girl drove out of that, what used to be a Wiener Schnitzel's, now the Route 66 Doghouse, H-A-U-S, house, drove out of there in a Toyota pickup. And when she drove by, she slowed down and looked at him, and that stuck with him. This is the inspiration for standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. According to Jackson Browne, who wrote the song, and then later Glenn Frey, who was told that story and added it to the song because Jackson Browne was having trouble finishing it. And then that's why Glenn Frey is now in Winslow on the corner there with the statue that everyone thinks is Jackson Browne, because he took Jackson Browne's story and his getting stuck in Winslow and worked it into the song. Isn't that right?
Yes, very cool
I
song.
read it on the internet. It
You
must
did.
be true.
It must be true.
According to an interview with Glenn Frey and Jackson Browne, I don't know at the same time, but interviews, they confirmed that the song is at least partly based on his experience, Jackson Browne's experience, right here on the corner of Switzer Canyon Road and Route 66. Crazy.
It's cool stuff.
Right? I told you we'd take you to Old Winger Schnitzel. There it is. And we might even eat lunch there because they have hot dogs. You like hot dogs, don't you?
I do.
Who doesn't like hot dogs? Everyone likes hot dogs.
I'm just hoping they have root beer because root beer sounds amazing.
We're gonna go there.
Wow.
Nice. Redneck much? So we're gonna go there probably and get hot dogs, but we're not gonna take it easy there.
No.
We're going to go somewhere else, less trafficky, and take it easy and eat and drink our maybe root beer. I've been excited about this all day. And I keep conflating the two. I'm like, oh, when we go to Flagstaff tomorrow, I'll get some B-roll of those statues. Oh wait, no, that's in Winslow. Darn it. And then we were listening to the song as we drove up to the intersection that inspired the song, but refers to Winslow. So, I'm like a little kid. This is like when we were at Devil's Churn. I'm like running around going, wee!
He literally has been so excited. This is all I talked about last night. He could not wait to get here to do this.
Yeah, and I like Winter Schnitzel. We're gonna move on. We don't usually do those history deep dives, but I thought that was kind of cool. There, I don't know what to say. We're gonna go eat. If you doubt me, we're ordering right now. See, right there? Doghouse takes it easy. I didn't make it up.
1 hour later.
Hey, well, we ate lunch at the dog house. Anyway, we're here at Thorpe Park, and we're gonna look for the bicentennial moon tree because supposedly there's a tree here, and they took the seeds to the moon and then brought them back, and then they planted a tree here for the bicentennial. Apparently, according to what we just read, some quote moron dug it up 3 days after it was planted because that individual thought it was part of some artsy-fartsy tree-hugging BS. And so the tree that's standing there now, which is probably 10 feet tall, is not, the seeds never went to the moon. It's in the same spot, and it's in soil. From the moon? No. Soil that the original tree grew in. We've abandoned our search for the mythical bicentennial moon tree, gifted to us from the moon people upon our visitation to their shores, and then subsequently dug up by some moron. So Jen's very, very sad now. She was going to see a tree. There's one.
I am not as sad because I just took a little walk through the woods. Whatever. It's okay.
Well, not really. I mean, there's a school.
No,
and
there's a school, but
there's the road.
there was a little path, and there's a bunch of oak trees that I just kind of walked through.
Path.
A path. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
No, over there. There's a real path through the
Oh
woods
yeah.
that I
No,
walked.
she walked like 15 feet down off of the concrete stairway.
Okay, well, you're making me not feel better now.
We're gonna go see the giant now. She doesn't care about the giant.
I care
The
about
giant.
the giants. I
It's giant.
care.
It's more history, more historical deep dives here on Dan Chen, Nevada. Justin Scard was here a few weeks ago, and I know because he told me. So, for those of you too lazy to go watch his channel and get some real, authentic information, you can watch us. Just follow him around and repeat what he says.
Shockingly,
That's not true.
half-assed information. No, I'm just joking.
No, there have been many places where he has been right behind us
Right.
throughout the years.
It is true. It is true.
We don't plan this. We don't follow him. I'm sure he doesn't follow us. It just turns out that
Oh,
way.
we follow him.
I mean, he
on
lives in
YouTube, but we
California.
don't follow him.
We used to live in Nevada, and now we live in Kingman, so it makes sense. And we were traveling for a while, so.
It is pretty though. There's like trees and.
Hey, can you hear? Shh,
wildflowers.
shh. Can you hear? Hear? The weed whacker. They're weed whacking. They heard. Dan and Jen are coming to town. Get out your weed whacker. Start whacking weeds.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
We're at Northern Arizona University, home of, what's this called?
The Lumberjacks.
No, what's this? The Sky Dome?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Sorry.
Isn't that in Seattle? Whatever. The Sky Dome. But that's not why we're here. We're here because their mascot, the Lumberjack, is a giant. But it's more than that. He has Route 66 lineage. I swear. And by the way, they're making a building over here. So if you hear hammering and stuff, it's them. Look at that. It's a giant, if you know Route 66, not a Muffler Man. This is a lumberjack. Always has been a lumberjack. This guy used to stand on Route 66 in front of a place called the Paul Bunyan Cafe, which was later renamed the Lumberjack Cafe. And it's now called something like Grandma's Pantry or something. But they took him and brought him here and stood him up. See how big he is? Look, he's giant. And he became their mascot, the Lumberjacks. But the cool thing about this guy is that he is the first one. A guy came up with this and made him a lumberjack for that restaurant, right? And then after it, somebody else came along and went, you know what? These would make great marketing tools for muffler shops. So they took the exact same guy, sans the knit cap and whatever, and put a muffler in his hands, and those were all over the place, all along Route 66. There's still like at least 4. There's one in LA on top of a chicken restaurant that now has a chicken head. There's this guy, which is never a Muffler Man, he was always a lumberjack, and he was the first one. There's one in Texas, the Second Amendment cowboy is an old Muffler Man, and there's one in, it's either Illinois,
I think it's Illinois.
Something wants me to say Joplin, Missouri, but I think it's Illinois.
I think it's Illinois.
And he is a spaceman. And
in front of
he has a rocket in his hands, and he has a space helmet on. But this is the first one. Built back in the, I don't know, 50s, I guess? The Lumberjack. Isn't it awesome? We didn't have to pay to park because they have some special spots because you can walk in here and buy like athletic gear. I assume like lumberjack hats and so on. And they have parking spaces. So we're using one because we'll only be here for a few minutes.
Yep.
So anyway, that's there.
You should go stand in front of it and take video of us standing in front of it, like far away. Can you do that? Like set it up to...
Okay, that's really not log-worthy, but okay.
Why not?
I mean, the whole discussion. That was
no,
lame.
I didn't mean to...
Okay,
I thought you
I'm
were
gonna go
done
set it up
talking.
now, according to that.
You could take it out. I thought you were done talking.
Probably was. Probably just cut all this out. This ends our pre-planned portion of this. Oh, no. Wait. We have one more stop. Western Hills Motel. Epic neon sign. So we have to figure out where it is and then drive all the way back across. We've driven across town like 13 times now. But we're going to go find the Western Hills Motel and check out its neon sign. And then we're probably going to be done. But before we leave, I almost forgot. I have to get... Anyone? B-roll. So much for the 14% chance of rain. It's raining. Well, sort of. Sprinkling. We gotta hurry. It's raining. And we're back on Route 66, hence all of the road noise. This is the main thoroughfare because it's Route 66. And then we're here at the Western Hills. I'll get better shots of it. This is Western Hills Motel. It's an old Route 66 hotel. You can see it back here. One story. See the little tiny rooms. You know, little motor lodge, little motel. You know, you'd be traveling from Chicago to LA to go see the Pacific Ocean or whatever and go to Disneyland. And you may stay here. Your last stop before heading to California. Here at the Western Hills Motel and Restaurant. Look at that. Is that epic or what? Oh, there. Is that epic or what? That.
And the cool thing is, the neon still works. I do believe.
It's not on there.
No, it's not on.
Jen's gonna go inside and ask her to turn it on for us.
No, I am not.
Boo! Oh, there it is. You know, and Route 66, just like, we're just down the road from where we were. We've driven all over Flagstaff.
We literally have.
I mean, all over. We
Places
remember?
we weren't here when, or places we didn't go when we were.
Yeah, we didn't really explore Flagstaff when we were here because we were busy. We had to do tire stuff on the Jeep and get an oil change and shop and all that stuff, so. Anyway.
It's raining, and it's raining, so I think it's our cue to go home. What did we say about the rain?
yeah, I think we are going to call it now.
Yep.
Just because it's starting to rain, and honestly, I ran out of stuff to do, and I don't really do a little research because it's raining.
But this is a good place to stop because we have an epic backdrop.
Yeah, look at that. And you get those cool clouds behind it.
Yeah. It's very cool. It's like we planned it this way.
We didn't, but it's like we did.
Exactly.
So anyway, I guess we're just going to leave it here. We'll shoot some B-roll of the Western Hills Motel, but there it is. I think the only one that I'm more excited about is the one in
Texas.
Holbrook.
Oh, in Holbrook.
The Rifleman. That's got an epic name. This guy really wants to park right where I'm standing, I think.
Yes.
'Cause he's like glaring at me. I don't know why, but anyway, that's it. So Jen's gonna say her thing, and we're gonna get out of here.
So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much.
Look at that thing. Ew.
Oh gosh, I didn't see it.
That's weird. Ah! It's coming after me. I'm taking a wide berth around that thing. Ugh. That thing's like that big.
The biggest grasshopper.
It's huge, man. It's the weirdest grass I've ever seen. Hey, anyway, we made an impromptu stop. We are on the section of Route 66 between Ash Fork, well, near Ash Fork, and Seligman, which would be that way. And this is actually the old Route 66. See, it's paved. It's kind of got like the red in it, but this is the old piece. And I don't know if the road just continues. It doesn't look like it does. It looks like it kind of heads off and hits that road over there, which is Route 66. But there's an old bridge here, and I think they closed that bridge, and then they just did a little small realignment to get you over a new bridge. So we're walking over the bridge. All right, we're here. This is the old abandoned bridge. Like I said, they just built the bridge and then closed this section of road and this bridge and just, opened up a new section of road. And then, I don't know if you can see it. See the mountain back there? There's I-40's like right in front of it. So they realigned I-40 around here. Look at how stunningly beautiful this is. Yeah. It rained, and that's why. But look, it looks like spring here. There's wildflowers and grass. The wildflowers we saw in Flagstaff, just meadows full of yellow and gold, and it was beautiful. The medians full of sunflowers.
There's horses out there in the meadow too.
Horses.
It's like epic right now.
Right there. And there's their cars that they drove here in. So yeah, this is an old bridge. Hopefully it'll hold us. It doesn't hold cars anymore. And then it's over the train tracks. And this is double track main line. So this is the main line. But we haven't seen any trains. We may hang out for a few minutes, see if we see a train. But pretty cool.
Absolutely beautiful. This is one of those moments when you get off the interstate and you're driving, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's worth it to take the time sometimes and get off the main road.
Yeah. So anyway, we are going to see if we can catch a train. If not, we won't. But we'll shoot some B-roll of the bridge. And as I said, maybe a train will come by. Ah, there's another one of those grasshoppers. Holy crap.
Where is it?
Ugh, it's on the wall. Ugh. They're huge.
I'll see if I can get close and
gargantuan.
take a picture.
They're kind of pretty if they weren't so scary and demonic. So, okay, I'm going to take B-roll of the bridge. And whatever. All right, we're headed here anyway. So we stopped in Seligman at the Snowcap. They're closed. Yeah. But we stopped here to say goodbye for real. Mm-hmm. So please disregard any earlier goodbyes. This is the real goodbye. We promise we won't stop at the Hackberry store and do another one.
No.
Maybe. So, anyway, that's it. That's the end of this video.
Mm-hmm.
Our little impromptu detour there.
Yeah, but I hope you guys had a good time with us in Flagstaff and our tour of that amazing bridge. That was awesome. So, yeah.
And the Lumberjack and the Wiener Schnitzel. Good times.
Indeed.
All right, so with that, Jen's going to say her thing, and we are going to continue driving home.
So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your amazing comments. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see y'all down the road. Bye-bye.
Now we're going to go dodge giant grasshopper things. We found another one. We got out of the Jeep here. And Jen squealed like a little girl. And then I squealed like a little girl. No lies.